Welcome, everybody. I was reading, I have a book that I read from, and it just has like tons of quotes that I've pulled from, I don't know, lots of different sources. But when we were back in kind of normal times, 4 or 5 months ago, we would sometimes be in a very crowded, hot yoga studio. And there was something that I would read when we'd be in there, and we'd be kind of mat to mat. So we'd be in a sweltering 98-degree studio that you'd just sweat even if you were just sitting. And more people would be wandering into the room. And sometimes it would be so crowded that we would get anxious, that you could tell people were like, oh, I got to shift my mat around. And we'd have to make an extra row and make room for everybody. And it's been a long time since most of us have been in any kind of a crowded situation, especially in like a heated, sweaty, breathing, crowded situation. But this thing that I would read, it would, the intention would be to help people settle a little bit, because we're anxious when we're too crowded. And now there's an anxiety that we're home and there's like too much space and we're missing that community. So as human beings, we are hardwired to be communal. We flourish in community. We flourish when we're with other people. Our greatest desire as human beings is to connect, to belong. In yoga, we have this thriving, abundant community, which is beautiful, but it can get too crowded. This is what I used to read, like a crowded yoga space. We can get anxious, feel territorial over our space. How do we find and embrace connection, but also make and create enough space that we have some peace? So right now we are in an uncertain time where we're longing for community. As human beings, we long for connection. And yet it can be scary to be out in the world amidst a lot of people and trying to find that connection. So let's check in this afternoon. I love that we have found this community on Zoom where we can practice together. And this community that has spread out, spread its wings in different places around the globe. Just gonna make sure everyone's muted here. Okay, good. So take a moment as we head into our weekend. We're diving into a summer where most of us, different parts of our world, are like opening up a little bit more socially. How do you, we're inquiring within the center of our being, how do you find that community, that sense of belonging, and continue to feel safe and well? Can you breathe into your belly, into the heart, into the base of the back of the heart? In what spaces this summer will I find that community and that sense of belonging? Is that going to be virtually? Is that going to be in backyard gatherings? Is that going to be in kitchens, in dining rooms, rooftop restaurants? As human beings, we all long to connect. Where are you going to find that for yourself this weekend, this evening, this summer? Take a full breath in, sighing breath out. Deep, nourishing inhale. Relaxed, released exhale. Bring your palms to heart center. We're going to share one deep resonating Om together. Inhaling. And gently open your eyes, release your hands, lay on your mats. I'm gonna pin my video and roll, let the whole body lay out on the mat. Arms, legs. Let me pin this video. There we go. Okay. And roll out the wrists and the ankles. And turn your head from side to side. Bring the knees in, find a happy baby. Grab the sides of the feet, rock back and forth. Full breath in. Sighing breath out. And then extend that right leg out any amount. So stretch that right leg out as straight as you can make it. Bend it in, stretch the left leg out. Bend it in, reach both arms for the sky, reach both legs for the sky, right arm under, left arm over, wrap them like a vine, and then right leg over. Yeah. Now, inhale, tap the fingertips up and overhead, tap the toes down, exhale, hug in. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Go slow here for 5, for 4, super slow. Use the full length of the breath to hug in for 3, for 2, for 1, and hold, and hold, and hold, and squeeze in. And now release the arms. Let the right ankle slide over to the left top of the thigh, drop the knees to the right, and look over the left shoulder. If you have any pain on the inside of that left knee, drop the foot out to the side. Yeah. Reach the arms up and overhead. Take the left wrist with the right hand and pull gently. Have a nice, sweet side stretch here. And then the left hand grabs the right wrist and side stretch the right side body. Inhale, knees back to center, arms back to center. Bring everything towards the sky. Bring the left leg over, left arm under. Inhale, fingertips tap down, toes tap down. Exhale, hug in. So it's left arm under, left leg over. It's just opposite side. Go super slow here. Super slow for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and hug in, and hold, and hold, and hold. Release your arms. Left ankle comes over the left thigh. Drop the knees to the left and look over the right shoulder. And again, if there's any pain in the right inner knee, bring that foot off of the top of the thigh, right? Just release that pressure. Reach the arms up and overhead. Take the right hand to the left wrist and pull. And then the left hand to the right wrist and pull. Can you invite this whole practice to just feel awesome and stretchy before we head into our weekend? Reach the legs back towards the sky. Reach the palms towards the sky. Bring the knees towards the upper arms. So pretend like these toes are like gentle hammers, right? And you're gonna tap the inner wrists. Those toes might not meet the inner wrist, but you're gonna try to have them meet. Lift the head up, tuck the knees as close to the armpits as you can, and then tap and tap. Right foot to right wrist, left to left. Right to right, left to left. Slow going, slow going. Keep picking the head up for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Happy baby. Let the head rest down. Grab the sides of the feet. Rock back and forth. We are building strength in the hip flexors here. Come back to center. Lift the head up. Bring the knees closer together. Pick the palms up towards the sky. This is not easy, I know that. Bring the toes towards the wrists. And now straighten these legs any amount for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Hold behind your thighs. Rock and roll forward and back. Forward and back. Cross the ankles, come into child's pose. So knees apart, toes together. Walk your hands forward and just melt down. Stretch the undersides of the arms. Deep breath in and a sighing breath out. Slowly pull on your finger pads, bring the knees under your hips. Walk your hands forward and now stretch the chest towards the earth. This is called Anahata pose. It's heart opening pose. So you're melting the heart down, melt the forehead down, press into the pinkies, the ring finger, the middle finger, the index finger, the thumb. Roll the ankles out in one direction. Roll them in the other direction. Full breath in. On the exhale, slowly drag your hands back in, drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round the spine, curl in. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Extend that right leg out and back. Yeah. Notice how the toes want to turn out. Don't let them. Roll that thigh down. Roll it down, inner thigh towards the sky. Full breath here. On the exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, extend out and back. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, extend out and back and hold. Reach the left arm up. Grow tall like someone is pulling you. Forward with the left hand and then back with the right leg. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and hold. Drop the back toes down, drop the left hand down, swivel the back heel down, kickstand that left leg over, right arm to the sky, bring the arm up and over your ear, and then soften this right shoulder. Full breath in. Sighing breath out. Bring the right arm towards the sky. Pretend like this is a monkey tail. Roll out the wrist, shake out the wrist, and then on your exhale, let that monkey tail drop down and sweep back up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. Inhale and hold. Bring that arm up and over your ear, and now grow tall between the outer edge of that back foot and the extended fingers. For 3, for 2, for 1, right arm to the sky, lift the right leg up, kick the heel towards your seat, reach back for that ankle. Yeah. And now look towards the sky. Take a full breath in. Sighing breath out. Release that. Come back into your tabletop. Drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round. Wiggle the tail out a little bit. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, round. Send that left leg out and back. Notice how the toes want to point out. Don't let them. Roll that front left hip point down and the back inner thigh towards the sky. On your exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and hold. Reach the right arm up. Stretch tall. Reach forward and back at the same time. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and hold. And lift. And hold. Float that right hand down. Bring the left toes down. Kickstand the right leg over. Left arm to the sky. Bring this arm up and over the ear. Make some space. Deep breath in. Sighing breath out. reach the left arm for the sky and then monkey tail it down. Let it wave down, brush the right underside of the ribs and back up. So let that flow. We're closing up the heart towards the earth and then opening it up towards the sky. One more time, exhale. Inhale and hold, lift that left leg, bend the knee, reach back for the ankle, and then lean back any amount. Full breath in, sighing breath out. Release that back leg. Bring both knees back to center, find your tabletop, curl your toes up and back, down dog. So take your time to get there. Like I notice my lower back is tight. I need to stretch it out a little bit before I get into my down dog. Shake your head out. Curl your toes under, make your way up and back into your down dog. Full breaths in, sighing, a releasing, a letting go breath out. Lift that right leg up and back. Lift the inner thigh, exhale, right knee to right upper arm. Slow go and tap it. Inhale, up and back. Bring the knee to your nose. Inhale, up and back. Bring the knee to the left upper arm. Inhale, up and back. Bring the knee to the right upper arm. Hold it there. Hold it there. And now step right outside the pinky, left hand down, right arm sweeps up, lean it back. Enjoy, right? We're making space. We're clearing out some stuck tension. Move that arm around as you'd like to. And then on your exhale, float that right hand down, right leg up and back behind you. This time bend the knee, stack the hip. Take the knee and make some circles, right? Bring that WD-40 into the hip joint. Round the other way. Bring the knee forward, round the spine. Knee towards your nose, towards the center of the chest. Step forward between the thumbs. Drop the back knee down, tent your fingers, lengthen. Lengthen the sides of the neck, yeah. On the exhale, pull the hips back and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, make space. Exhale, dive down. One more time, full breath in. Releasing breath out. Rebend this front knee. Lift your back thigh. Left hand down, right arm to the sky. Bring the arm up and over the ear. Inhale it back to the sky. Float the hand down, same leg. So we're on the same side. Right leg up and back behind you. Bend the knee, stack the hip, press the left heel down. Take a full breath in. On the exhale, bring the knee to the left upper arm. So under and over. We're gonna bring it to the left upper arm. Extend that foot out to the side and on the ground. Then scooch it towards the upper left corner of the mat, right? Notice how I'm wiggling my foot. You bring it up, up, up. Now drop the hips down so they hover. Whew. And you'll feel this really good pull right here on the IT band. Maybe try to energetically drag that right hip back and you get a little bit more of a pull. Now lift the hips. Press into the right hand. Left arm reaches up. If you're like, what, where are we going? What, I don't even know what this pose is. It's because it's a little bit weird and awkward and complicated, and don't worry too much about it. Just get into some kind of a stretch. Take a full breath in. On the exhale, float this left hand down, step the left foot back. The right foot back. Lift your heels high, wave it forward to plank pose. Steady, plank, yeah. Super steady. Notice how my bottom's up in the air. You want to hold that steady like a plank, thighs to the sky. Lower your knees down, chest down, chin down. Slide through, find this baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, ease in the shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Sit back on your heels. Tent your fingers. Drop the forehead down. Press a reset button for yourself. That's a really big warm up. So that is like that whole right side, opening up this whole hip joint, and then the whole opening of the front of the chest. We used to do that in the crowded yoga room all the time in heat. That is a tapas, a heat building practice. Super therapeutic for the body. Make your way back into down dog. So know that you're doing really good work for the joints here. Shake the head out. Left leg, lift it up and back. Full breath in. Knee to the left upper arm. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, up and back. Knee to the right upper arm. Inhale, up and back. Bring the knee to the left upper arm. Hold it there. Step right outside the pinky. Plant that right hand down, left arm to the sky. Float the left arm up. My sister sent me a text this morning and she said, do you think yoga helps to build strength and tone in the upper body and in the core? So after this warm up, what do you guys think? Take a full breath in. On the exhale, float this left hand down, left leg up and back behind you. Bend the knee, stack the hip, press the right thigh back, press into both hands. Full breath in. On the exhale, bring the knee towards your nose, round the spine, step the foot forward between the thumbs. Drop your back knee down, look up, lengthen the sides of your neck. Straighten the front leg, find the runner's stretch. Lengthen and dive in. Make space. Lower down. We're not just building strength and tone in the arms and in the core and in the legs. We're also building an inner strength, a tone in our vagus nerve, which helps us handle stress. Rebend this front knee, lift the back thigh, plant the right hand down, left arm to the sky. It helps us handle uncertainty. Bring that left arm up and over your ear. Float this lifted hand down, same leg, same side, left leg up and back behind you. So you know this next one, that knee will head to the right upper elbow in a moment. Check in with yourself. We're going to listen really carefully and just know that this is a harder part of the warm-up. So be super kind to yourself. Left knee, bring it to the right upper arm, under and over. Then we extend that leg out to the side and scooch it with the foot up towards the upper right corner of the mat. Now let the hip hover inches. Pretend to pull it back like you're going to drag it along the earth and get that IT band stretch. And now lift the hips up any amount. Right arm swivels up. Bring the arm up and over your ear. Lean back. Full breath in. Sighing breath out. I think this is called rock star pose. And then float that right hand down. Left arm up and back behind, left leg up and back behind you. Float the foot down, lift your heels high, wave it forward, the plank pose. Hold steady in the plank, bring your forearms down. And then engage the belly, meaning pull it back towards the spine, pull the tailbone towards the heels. Gaze between your thumbs because that head's gonna wanna drop. Don't let it. Look right between the thumbs. You got this. Let the belly shake. For 3, for 2, for 1. Drop the pelvis down. Pull the heart forward and upward, Sphinx pose. Look over the right shoulder. Look over the left shoulder. Gaze back to center. Plant your hands. Sit back on your heels. Oh, have some kind of like audible releasing breath out. And then curl your toes under, up and back down dog. That's something I do miss in the yoga community amidst a million other things. But just hearing everyone's kind of audible, dramatic reaction to certain poses or breathing. Can you imagine that we can hear each other's exhales? Take a slow walk to the top of your mat. And then press into your feet and slowly unravel one vertebra at a time. Let the shoulders roll onto the back. Move my mat. And be in your mountain pose. Yeah, just be right here. Shake out the wrists, shake out the hips, shake out the shoulders. Shake out the whole body here. Shaking medicine. So when I went to Kripalu, right, Massachusetts, this yoga retreat center, we go on, we'd go to do an hour-long class. They'd have us shaking for the first 5 minutes, and it was a total reset of getting like unstuck from your drive to the retreat center, from whatever is going on in your life. Shaking medicine is an amazing thing. So take it off your mat. Maybe shake a little bit over your weekend. Inhale the arms up. Fingertips sweep the earth. Find your chair pose. Drop down a little bit more. Yeah, bring the right arm under, left arm over. Right arm under, left arm over. Bring the right knee up. We're going to start with 4 square. So the right ankle is going to come over the left thigh. Drop down, go low, focus. Steady, long back the neck, full breath in. Sweep that right leg back. Find the warrior 3. Pick up the back of the heart, but keep the pinky toe edge of that foot rooting towards the earth. Reach the elbows forward, pick up the back of the heart, make a little bit of a back bend here. It's not easy. And then step it back, high lunge. Pick the elbows up. We're still bound in the arms. Swivel the back heel down to warrior 1 foot. What does that mean? Those toes are pointing a little bit towards the upper right corner of the mat. Pick the elbows up, lean back any amount here. Take a full breath in. On the exhale, dive down, humble warrior with bound arms. Go low. Let the head drop. Full breath in. Sighing breath out. You're going to release the arms. The left hand will come down, tent your fingers, and then roll the left ribs under and up. Reach the right arm to the sky. Bring the right arm up and over your ear, press into the outer edge of the back foot. Yeah. Take a deep breath in. Sighing breath out. Reach the right arm to the sky. Bring the hand to your hip, half moon. So make your way forward. If you have a block, you're going to bring a block under that left hand, or maybe tented fingers on the ground. Take some time to find it. Right? The mind will get busy. The breath will maybe even get stuck. Maybe you hold your breath here. Try to infuse the half moon with nourishing breath. When we get thrown off balance, we hold our breath. When you're ready, step it back, warrior 2. Settle, right? Shake out the wrists. Roll out the shoulders. The whole practice, a little bit less serious. From palm up, wind sweep it up and back, lean it back. Straighten this front leg, Trikonasana, find your triangle pose. Where does that lifted arm want to go in your triangle? So self-tailor your practice in ways that serve you today. On your next exhale, we'll bend this front knee. Right hand comes down, back heel lifts, right arm to the sky. Bring this arm over your ear, full breath in. On the exhale, float the lifted hand down, step this left foot back. We're in down dog, lift the heels, wave it forward to plank pose, either knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga to an up dog. Full breath in, and then a releasing, or a breath out. Lion's breath or lip fluttering. Bend the knees deeply, step, float, hop. Make your way to the top of your mat. And then when you're in your forward fold, pretend like you've tucked grapes, big grapes, big round grapes into the hip creases. And you're gonna fold over and try to squeeze those grapes in the hip creases. At the same time, the back of the thighs are gonna lift towards the sky. Head drops, back of the thighs lift. Inner thighs roll behind you like you're trying to eject a block behind you. Press into the pinky toes, press into the big toes, lift the inner arches. There are so many little subtleties we can fuss with here. Can you invite the whole torso to let go? And root to rise, press into your feet, slowly unravel, come on up, and re-greet yourself here. Great, so send a little good afternoon, happy Friday, a friendly greeting to yourself. Inhale your arms up. Bend the knees deeply, fingertips sweep the earth. Inhale your arms up alongside your ears. Bring the left arm under, right arm over. Left leg comes up, cross the ankle over, right? We're back in that 4 square, but other side, drop down. So, I notice my balance is pretty off today. It's also hard because I have a mat that is on a carpet that has a thick carpet pad, and so it's always a little messy here. But what will help is if I have a soft gaze with my eyes on something that does not move. It's called a drishti point. So get into your pose, find your drishti point, that soft, slightly unfocused gaze at a very fixed point on the floor. And breathe. We keep our arms bound and that left leg floats behind. Lift the inseam of the back thigh, point the pinky toe edge of that foot towards the earth, and then lift the back of the heart any amount. Find that back bend in the lower back. When you're ready, high lunge, step it back. Pick the elbows up. Swivel the back heel down. Lean back any amount. And devotional warrior. So with this energy of devotion, of prayer, of a diving in and letting go, drop down. On your exhale, you're going to release your hands, right hand tented fingers, press into the tented fingers, spiral the ribs towards the sky, left arm looks up, sweeps up, soften the right shoulder. Take a full breath in, sighing breath out. Left hand, bring it to your hip, gaze down at the floor, half moon. We're going to come forward, the right hand down, left leg to the sky. Left arm to the sky. Dive into your half moon and breathe into it. Find some grace. Sweep it back, warrior 2. Spin the front palm up. Wind sweep this up and back. Straighten your front leg and delve into your Trikonasana, this triangle pose. So lengthen the whole right side body. At the same time, you're really tucking this right seat down as you press the left thigh back. So what happens is when our hamstrings are a little bit tight, like mine feel today, our bottom will try to stick out almost like a surfer. We want to tuck it under. Tuck the right seat under, and then the left arm to the sky. Reach the head forward. Maybe bring that left arm up and over the ear. Full breath in. Sighing, breath out. Gaze down at the floor. Bend the front knee, left hand down. Sweep the right arm to the sky. Bring the right arm up and over your ear. Full breath in. We'll come out of this a little bit differently. Float the hand inside the front foot. Step the back foot forward. Back foot forward, drop your seat down. And give a little rocking side to side. Bring the palms together at the heart. So notice how I can round my back. Instead, can you press your arms into the knees and pick the heart up? Almost like the back muscles, those back scapula, the really beautiful big back bones. Can you try to hug them together onto your back? Full breath in. Look over the right shoulder. Look over the left shoulder. Gaze forward, plant your hands, bring the toes closer together and lift your seat. So we have these frog legs with these butterfly wings here. The butterfly wings, pretend like they are steel, right? They are made of steel or iron. You grab the upper arms, look forward, and maybe the toes touch. Maybe the heels lift towards the seat. Perhaps if you'd like, you tuck your chin, roll onto the top of your head. You're welcome to lift the legs into a headstand. So yogi's choice here to play. We'll meet in a forward fold. Yeah, beautiful forward fold, Laura. And then pretend like you've tucked some citrus, some like lime into the hip creases, and you're just kind of squeezing into those hip creases. Nice, hug the belly in and back, the head drops, the back of the thighs lift. Yeah, beautiful letting go of the head, Joanna. Shake that head out a little bit. Yeah. And then press into your feet. I think most of us are in a forward fold, and you're gonna slowly unravel one vertebra at a time. Come on up. Refine your mountain pose. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, fingertips sweep the earth. Inhale your arms up alongside your ears. Bring the palms to heart center. Twist towards the right, hook the elbow. And then gaze down at the feet. Can you bring the feet together and the knees together? Reach the left arm towards the floor, right arm to the sky. Bring the palms together, back to the heart, full breath in. Drop the seat down. Shift over to the left. Hook the right elbow outside the left thigh. Drop the seat down a little bit more. Reach the left arm to the sky, right arm to the ground. Full breath in here. On the exhale, bring the palms back to center, back to the heart. Reach the arms up, Utkatasana. I know the legs are burning. Bring the right arm under, left arm over, and now bring the right knee up, and we rock like a vine, eagle wrap. So these poses all can symbolize how we feel in everyday life. We'll get all wound up, all twisted up. And we hang here with some degree of acceptance, of friendliness. Every yoga pose, we want to have a little element of friendliness here towards the pose. We're going to fly this eagle wrap free into warrior three. Find the freedom in the pose. Fill the inner body with light and breath. Step it back, high lunge. Settle for a breath. Bring the right arm forward, left arm back. Gaze towards the back thumb. Slide the back hand down the back outer thigh. Reach the right fingertips for the sky. Then bend the left knee a little bit deeper. Take a full breath in. On the exhale, reach these right fingertips forward. Back leg lifts. This is a revolved Ardha Chandrasana. So it's a twisted half moon. It will feel constricted. Invite this energy that it is cleansing for you. Strengthening and cleansing. Take a deep breath in. Sighing, breath out. Step it back, high lunge. Open it up, warrior two. We've been here before. Spin the front palm up, wind sweep it up and back. And then side angle, maybe with a bind. So the left arm will come inside this front leg. Right arm, you spin it behind you. Maybe the left arm under the left thigh. And perhaps you straighten that front leg any amount as you look towards the sky. Full breath in. Sighing breath out. Release that front knee. Bring both hands down. Bring the right knee down and then find lizard pose. So drop in here. Get your forehead on something. Let the inhale be a receiving breath and the exhale be a relax, a release, a let go, a drop in. Soften the shoulders, the eyes, the face, the belly. Take a deep breath in, sighing breath out. Press back into your hands. Step the front foot back. We're in our down dog. Lift your heels high, wave it forward to plank pose. And then on the count of 5, we're gonna lower down here. So hug those elbows in. You got this. Yeah, nice. Really awesome, Joanna and Catherine. I can see your heads reaching forward. Hug those elbows in. Lower down 5. Lower down 4. Lower down 3. 2. And then all the way down. Bring that left cheek down. Goalpost the arms out to the side. So 90-degree angles. Roll onto the left hip, tent the right fingers. So you roll onto the left hip. That left arm is in 90 degrees and it's on the ground. The left shoulder's rooting down. Drop the right leg behind you. We open that right shoulder, the left shoulder. Here's a pose that we get into it, and then just being in the pose and melting into it is where the work is. We don't need to over effort here. We need to let go so the pose can do its job. Yeah, we need to let go so the pose can do the job. What does that look like in your everyday life? You know, I'm about to send my daughter off to college for the first time. I need to let go so she can go out and do her job. Like, come to know who she is outside of her home. Take a full breath in. Sighing, breath out. Bring the hips down onto the ground and switch sides. The right arm down. We get into the pose. 10 to left fingers roll onto the right hip. Let that left leg drop behind you. What are some other situations in your everyday life where you dive in, you show up, but then there needs to be a letting go? Full breath in. Sighing breath out. Come back to center. Roll onto your belly. We have this nice open front of our chest now. Sit back on your heels. Curl your toes under, up and back, down dog. And take a moment here in your down dog. We have one other side and we're in the last quarter of our practice. So what do you need for yourself so that you can walk off of your mat this afternoon and into your weekend feeling a little bit more in love, right? With yourself, with your home, with your people, with your community, with your decisions, with your ideas. Shake that head out. And then on your exhale, take a slow walk or hop up or jump up top of your mat. Lift halfway, dive down, press into your feet, reach the arms for the sky. We're gonna keep on going. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, fingertips sweep the earth. Inhale, arms up, Utkatasana. Bring the left arm under, right arm over, left arm under, right arm over, and then the left leg up and wrap the arm or wrap the leg around, drop down. The left hip pulls back, right hip forward. Again, that drishti point, find that spot to focus on. And then when you're ready, warrior three, fly the leg out and back, fly the arms out and back, pick the back of the heart up, let the inner body grow bright. Step it back, high lunge. Inhale your arms up and overhead, that's it, nice. On the exhale, left arm forward, right arm back, look towards those back fingers. Spin the front palm up and then wind sweep this up and back. Keep the bend in the front knee. And breathe here. And settle in here. Easy does it. Revolved half moon. Can you show up here with this really sweet balance of strength and grace? Left arm will come forward, maybe onto a block if you have it, and right arm to the sky. So we're gonna be here. If you guys haven't ordered blocks yet online or you don't have them, I think we're gonna be Zooming, doing virtual yoga like through the fall even. So set yourself up well. We're building this online community. Set yourself up well so you have the sweetest space for yourself. Step it back, high lunge. Open it up, warrior two. Stretch those legs out. Spin the front palm up, wind sweep this up and back. And then bring the right arm inside the front thigh, under the thigh, left arm behind you, and find that bind. Maybe in the bind, straighten this front leg any amount. Take a deep breath in, lean the heart back. And then on your exhale, bend that front knee, lift your back heel, drop the back knee down, bring the arms inside this front foot, and maybe get your head on something. Easy does it in the shoulders, the face, the eyes. Can you leave something here? Nourishing inhale. Releasing exhale. Slowly press back into your hands. Step this front foot back. Lift the left leg up and back. Bring the knee in and towards your nose. Step forward between your thumbs and then walk to the side of your mat. We're in this wide-legged V. Left hand under your face, right arm to the sky. Lean it back. Pick the left hip up as the right arm reaches for the sky. And then cleanse and twist. Reach the right arm under your face, left arm to the sky. Full breath in. Sighing breath out. Lower both hands down. Interlace your hands behind your back and reach the fingertips for the sky. And then maybe bend the elbows and kind of saw them back and forth and re-extend those fingers up as the head drops. Press into the sides of the feet. Lift the inner arches. Take a full breath in. On your exhale, maybe release your hands down. Perhaps get the head onto the earth or onto a block, and maybe lift the legs for the sky. So if you're up for a headstand, go for it. Otherwise, hold this nice restorative pose right here. That's it. And then, Joanna, let the whole upper body melt. There you go. Yeah. Let the back of the thighs lift. Press into the outer edges of the feet. Lift your inner arches. Quiet mind. Open heart. That's it. OC, same. Let the whole torso go and drop down. Take about 3 more breaths, you guys, wherever you are. 3 more breaths. And then you're slowly going to drop down onto your seat, facing the side of your mat. Make a wide-legged V with your legs. The feet are out, thighs are grounded. Find some length in the body. And then if you're at home and you have access to a pillow, you want to grab a pillow. If you have access to blocks, you're going to grab a block. But we're going to fold forward and hold for a little bit. So you might want to drop your head onto a block, or maybe the whole body onto a pillow as you fold forward. This is not an easy pose to hold, so get into it and then just check in and go, where can I let go? Notice when you fold down in the pose that you might tend to want to climb out of it. Can you stay right here? Can you stay right here? Invite in some inquiry into the center of your being, into the wisest part of your being. There are 3 questions that we are invited to ask in the practice of yoga. And the first is, who am I beneath my personality, beneath my ideas, beneath my roles of mom or dad or daughter or sister or caretaker? Who am I if I strip away all of those roles, all of those labels that I have? And the second question is, what is my heart's greatest desire? So at this point in time, during this time of Corona, right, during this time of unrest with Black Lives Matter, during this time of political division, what is my heart's greatest longing? Right? If we know that human beings, our heart's really greatest longing is usually to connect, to belong, to love and be loved. What does that look like for you? And then the third question, and dive in a little bit lower here. Really, I know you're going to want to climb out of it. We're doing a really awesome leg opening here. Let the body drop down. Third question is, how can I best serve? So at this point in my time in my life, with what I know about who I am and what I long for, how can I best serve my people, my community, myself? A lot of times the answers aren't really clear for any of that. But we just keep asking the questions, clearing up the water, the muddy mind. Slowly walk your hands back in, come back up with some grace as much as you can muster. Bring these knees in. Woo. Bend the knees and just drop them side to side. Yeah. And then plant your feet about hip distance apart. We're about to roll down onto the mat for this very sweet final resting pose. But first, we're going to prepare our bodies for that. Press into the feet, lift the pelvis, hug the thighs together, drop the head back. For 3, for 2, for 1. Slowly drop the seat down, turn your palms up, roll onto your back. Roll all the way back. And then, Catherine, I know we were talking about lower back stuff at the beginning of class. This is a really sweet stretch at the end of yoga practice or when you first wake up in the morning. Lay on your back while you're still in your bed, or just get on the floor beside your bed. Lower one leg down, one leg to the sky, and then hold behind your thigh with the interlaced fingers and press. So if you push the thigh away and you pull with your hands, you'll notice that the belly has to engage a little bit. Can you press the lower back into the mat? So what that does is lengthen out the lower back. So engage the belly, lengthen out the lower back, press the lower back into the mat, push the thigh away, pull with the hands, and now bend the knee in and towards your chest. Curl the chin towards your chest. So inhale, extend the leg, press with the thigh, exhale, hug in, chin to your knee. Inhale, lengthen, press and pull with the interlaced hands. Exhale, hug in. One more time, inhale. Exhale, and then extend that leg long. So doing a couple minutes of that in the morning, both legs, that's a really sweet way to do some therapy on the back before you even get out of bed. Extend the leg towards the sky, hold behind your thigh, press and pull. I like to roll out my ankle while I do this. Press the lower back into the mat. And then here, bend the knee in, tuck the chin, lift the head off the mat, and extend the leg straight, hold behind the thigh and press. Bend the knee, hug in, lift the chest, lift the leg and press. One more time, inhale, hug in, curl in. exhale, press and pull. And then bend both knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Tuck the chin to your chest. Hug everything in. Squeeze everything in. Flex the toes. Squish up the face. Make fists with the hands for 3, for 2, for 1. Pour the body onto the mat. Turn your palms up and settle. Take up some space. If you need to, just turn your head gently from side to side. Let the whole back body be held. Relax the shoulders, the hips, the legs, back, the head, the whole body. In the end, these 3 things matter the most. How well did you love? How fully did you live? How deeply did you let go? How well did you love? How fully did you live? And how deeply did you let go? Slowly start to move your wrists and your ankles and your head from side to side. Bring your knees into your chest and roll over onto your right side. Press into your hands and roll up and find that comfortable seat. Bring your palms to heart center. And in community, we'll seal this class with a single Om. Take a full breath in. Releasing breath out. Inhale for an Om. The light within me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.